Hello you guys, welcome to the channel. I am Jeff and this is Yakety Mac. So today I'm going to do a new product show and tell / review on this item I just picked up on clearance from Walmart. It is the YAKGEAR Kayak Angler Crate. If you've not been into your local Walmart recently, it might be worth a trip for you. This is the time of year when they start clearancing out all of their outdoor water sports type of gear. So for instance, I got this Ozark Trail angler paddle here, normally $40, on clearance for 15 bucks. Now look, it's no bending branches paddle, but I don't paddle all that often, so for $15 it's a great buy. I also picked up another one of these life jackets. This is the Body Glove Angler Life Jacket, normally $45. I picked one up for $25. This one here is about 3 years old, got a little fraying going on. It's still in good shape, but it's nice to have one as a backup. So that's how I stumbled across this Kayak Angler Crate from YAKGEAR. So I want to talk a little bit about it to you and talk about what I like and what price point I think it comes in and makes it a good value. So as you can see, the one thing that attracted me to this was the built-in rod holders. If you currently use a milk crate, you've probably got some sort of rod holders attached to it that you kind of do it yourself sort of thing. I know I certainly had on my milk crate prior to this one. And you know, maybe it looks good, maybe it works good, maybe it doesn't. And so that's what really attracted me to this one here, is having those 4-corner built-in rod holders. That makes it nice. As you guys may know, if you've watched the channel, I am a huge fan of the soft-sided tackle crates. I just feel like they offer so much more storage capabilities than your typical crates like your Black Packs or even your Wilderness Systems crate. I really like the soft-sided crates, but you do need to put something inside of them to make them rigid. Comes the kayak crate on that, the milk crate, if you will. It's worked out nice, but I did have to attach a couple of rod holders to it because the soft-sided crates, they only come with 2 rod holders. So I had to do some kind of do-it-yourself rigging with a couple of rod holders in there, and I had them held on with gear ties, and it didn't look the best, and sometimes they would get a little cattywampus in there, but I mean, they worked. But having these rod holders built in was really nice, and they're built in on the inside in the 4 corners, and so it does take up just a little bit of space compared to your traditional 1313 milk crate, but not much. You can see here I have 8 3600 Plano boxes in mine, plus a water canteen, a couple of camera cases, and I could even throw a couple other small things in there if I wanted to, and would still have room and it not be a cluttered mess. And so it's real easy to put together. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes. It's got 2 A panels, 2 B panels. You kind of snap them into the base, and then it comes with a bag of screws, stainless steel screws, and you just put all the screws in the obvious places to put the screws. They're already cut out and there for you. And so 10 or 15 minutes, it's installed, and it's a solid crate. If you're going to use it inside of a soft-sided bag like what I have, it's great. Even if you want to use it by itself, it's a really great crate. So I'm happy that I've got it. I love having these. You can see I've got one of the rod holders dedicated for my over-the-shoulder camera mount, because I don't actually need as many rod holders as what's on there. Using the 2 in the back plus the 2 on my crate for 4. The one here, my flush mounted, gives me 5. That's all I take with me anyway. So it kind of leaves this front space of the crate open. You can see in one of the rod holders there, I've got my latrine hanging from the side. So it really does add a lot in a compact space for your gear and your rods. Let's talk about the cost for a second. I have seen this crate previously. It's not like I just walked in and stumbled across it when it went on clearance. I had seen it, but it was $50. And man, at $50, that one was hard to justify. Now look, I'm not saying YAKGEAR overpriced their crate. I don't know what it cost them to make it. I don't know what their margins are. Companies have to have profits, you know. That's the way that they're able to bring us all these really cool things. But at the same time, is it worth 3 times as much as a standard milk crate? I had a hard time justifying that. I never really felt like when I saw it previously, wow, what a great deal for $50. I got it on clearance for $30. Now, did I walk by and say, wow, what a great deal for $30? Yeah, you know what? I wasn't sure. I kept my receipt because I'm like, let me put it together and see if it's worth $30. I can tell you now, after a couple of weeks, I think it is worth $30. What price point do I think it no longer makes sense to get a traditional kayak crate? Probably in that $25 range. At $30, you're still twice the money, but by the time you add in rod holders and everything, you're gonna be in that same ballpark. But yeah, you do give up a little bit of that internal space. It's a little bit taller than a traditional kayak, you know, not by a lot, but it is a little bit taller, so it's a little deeper to put things into. But again, you lose a little bit of that width because it is a 13-inch, but those rod holders being in the corner chew up a little bit of that space. So guys, get into your local Walmart and see what they've got on clearance. If you would like a crate for your kayak, maybe the one you got is ugly, maybe it's old, and who knows, just maybe you want something different. Check these out. I think for $30, it's a pretty good buy. I'm certainly happy with it. I really enjoy having those extra storage features. I'm an organization nut, and they just help me in my organization. Guys, thank you for watching today. I'm not going to chew up too much of your time. I appreciate you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you would. I certainly would appreciate that. And hey, look, until I see you next time, make sure you always take some time to get outside and play.